What's up guys, this is Balázs from Racing Brick. Apparently LEGO did not show us all Technic sets for the first half of 2021 in January, there's more coming. This is the 42121 Heavy Duty Excavator and it will be released on the 1st of March. On the front of the box you can see the excavator working on a construction site. It is quite similar to the scene you could see on the boxes of the other Technic construction machines that were released recently. On the back of the box there's a demonstration of the features. As you see, the excavator is operated manually. I think a lot of people will be happy to see the B model, a feature that is unfortunately not obvious with every new Technic release. With this set we'll get a track tractor that looks pretty cool. This is obviously not the first Technic excavator released by LEGO, but the last similar standalone set was the 42006 released in 2013. That one had around 20% more pieces and double the price. A smaller one appeared in the 42023 set from 2014. This set seems to sit between those two. It has 569 pieces, the price is €39.99 or dollars. In the box we get 6 numbered bags, the manual and the sticker sheet. Nothing special so far, so let's start building. The building process is simple and clear. This is an 8+ set, so don't expect a high level of complexity. We start building the boom first, then comes the mechanism that will control the stick with a linear actuator. Interestingly, there's a gap between the two universal joints by design, but I guess at this scale there won't be enough stress on them to pop out. We'll see soon. This small block piece that was introduced in other 2021 sets appears here as well, connecting the boom and the stick. Here comes the bucket. This is the same design in dark bluish grey that appeared only in the bucket wheel excavator so far in yellow. This is the base of the boom, and just a few pieces later we are at the end of bag 1, and I just realized that I forgot to add this piece. The main control functions can be already tested. With bag 2 we build the superstructure. It's not very complicated, a few panels and beams and we are almost finished. An interesting use of the new curved 2x3 piece here. There are actually 4 of them stacked next to that panel fairing. It works, but such beam stacking always looks a bit unusual. With bag 3 we start building the undercarriage. Step 90 seems to be very tricky, make sure to pay attention to it. This is how the support of the tracks looks like, with smaller gears on top and 2 bigger ones on the bottom. And only 86 track pieces later we can assemble the main sections built so far. Interestingly, there were 4 extra track pieces. It is unusually generous. Here comes bag 4 to add more details, with a lot of non-Technic pieces used. The cabin looks very cool and has a lot of details despite the small scale. The transparent panel really fits here, although the operator will have a hard time looking through this frosted glass. A bigger panel goes to the other side to close that section, then an axle with a gear to control the arm, and some decoration to the top. As the final touch we assemble 4 cones and we get 20 bricks to scoop up, so that's it, the build is finished. I think the end result looks great. The excavator has a pretty consistent look. The tracks perform well on surfaces that are not very smooth, like this paper background. My table, however, is not ideal. The tracks does not have enough grips, so they start to slip. The rotation of the superstructure is easy, it can do a full 360 degrees. There are 2 knobs to control the functions. The one at the rear operates the linear actuator that raises and lowers the boom. The other one on the side is connected to the other linear actuator that controls the arm and the bucket through this clever linkage. The range of motion is good, the reach is quite impressive. There are several different positions that you can achieve, especially if the excavator really has an opportunity to dig. What I found a bit limited is the end point for the arm and the bucket. Somehow it does not seem to be close enough. So, how playable it is with the parts provided? Well, as usual, don't try to pick them up from a flat surface, that would be pretty difficult. An excavator should dig, so it works better if you put them in a bowl or something similar. Well, it's better, but still not very easy. You need to find the proper bowl for this. How about a better position and something easier to pick up? As you see, having the high ground always works. Obi-Wan knows it. The instructions for the B model are not yet released, so I will show that in a separate video. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of construction machines, but I like this one. The build is fairly quick and simple, the excavator looks good with some nice details, and you get a playable set for a decent price. I have to emphasize that you need the proper circumstances for playing, as the tracks won't work on all surfaces, and you won't be able to pick up the pieces simply from the floor, but that's nothing new for most of the LEGO Technic heavy machinery in general. So please let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe and tap the notification bell if you don't want to miss my Technic reviews and other LEGO RC videos. See you next time, bye bye.